With Mr. Elliott, and we're talking about clickers. I've heard about them. I'm sure you've heard about them. But the question is, how are we supposed to use them, and what's the purpose behind them?
All right.
Tell us about clickers.
So clicker is a novel sound, and it's an instant gratification, instant recognition that they did something right, and you want it repeated. So think about it like a camera, and all that click. This is that click. You want to capture that in their memory.
Okay.
So you want to use it once they present an action. So for example, leading him to a place, good place. When he sits, I click. Good boy.
Now, is the clicker in replacement of a treat, or is it in combination with a treat, or?
It's going to be in combination with your praise, your physical praise, your touch, and then that equals a treat. So there's a process to rewarding to make it more effective to wean off treats. The clicker helps this. So you get the action, let's say for sit. You get them to sit, their butt hits the ground, click, good sit. You tell them what they did correctly, and then you give them physical praise, and then that physical praise, if you would like, equals a treat. So that way you can wean off the treat faster because it's the last thing in that order. So your dog, there's so many dogs that are fixated on, I'm not going to do this unless you have a treat, But that's a great way to wean off it. And the other thing I love about the clicker is you can capture things. So let's say your dog lays down after a long day of play or running around. They're lay down in their bed, click, good down, good boy. And they're like, wait, I don't know what I just did, but you captured it. So the more you say it and the more you can capture things, the better it's gonna get in their head. Oh, that means down. That's a down. That's a sit.
So it allows you to react quicker to the
Yes.
good actions that you're trying to reinforce to the dog without having to always physically say, hey, good dog.
Yeah.
But you're
It's a faster way to capture that, yes.
right. But you still want to, if you have time, it sounds like you have to be really quick. But if you have time, you want to go through which process again?
You want to go with the click,
Click.
and then you tell the dog what they did correctly. Good
Okay.
sit. And then physical praise, I like to do a little scruff on the muzzle, and then I present the treat. So
Okay.
I have the treat in my hand while I'm giving him a little praise, and then I present the treat. So I kind of cup it with my thumb. Treat's over here, I give him praise with that, and then I let the treat out. Good boy.
Now, when you present a treat to a dog, you said you put it in your hand, and
Yep.
do you feed it? Which way do you prefer to feed a treat to a
Oh,
dog?
that's good. Okay, so I got some here. So the way I don't present it like that, because that will incite biting, especially with puppies.
Okay.
So what I like to do is present it at a slant.
And he's watching the camera. This guy's a camera hound.
Okay, so the slant gets the dog used to licking.
Okay.
So licking is a self-soothing behavior. So if there's any anxiety going on, it actually helps reassociate the situation. But it gets them licking you rather than trying to nip. So what you're doing is you're just you're showing them how to be polite.
There you
how to
go.
give respect.
See, that camera was off of him, so he took the food.
Exactly. No, okay.
So that's better for both you
That's better
as a dog parent and the animal himself or herself.
Yes, and if you have kids. I get a lot of calls about kids being nipped by dogs, and I say, send me a little video of what's going on, and I always see them give the treat like this, or they give it up high, and it incites the dog to jump. So the level that you give your dog a treat on is very important too. You want to go down to their level to not incite jumping. So like when you do hand signals with a dog, you want to have it close to their head, because if you have it up here, they're probably going to jump,
Right.
especially if they don't know it yet.
Okay.